There have been so many rumors circulating about next generation consoles and what all of these large companies are going to do, but now Phil Spencer is coming out and saying Xbox physical games are not being abandoned. But before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube membership. So, it says a few weeks ago, tons of rumors spread around Microsoft and their Xbox division, ranging from Xbox physical games being dropped to going full third party and exiting hardware altogether. There are always rumors circulating, and while I love to listen to a good rumor and to speculate a little bit, it's definitely gotten out of hand. It says, though, Microsoft has since confirmed a handful of older and or smaller Xbox exclusives are going multi-platform, and they're already working on a newer and more powerful Xbox console. The last elephant in the room remained, will Xbox physical games be dropped? And of course, I don't want that. Many of you do not want that. I try to purchase physical as much as possible, but good news, because it says that a recent interview with Phil Spencer revealed the company isn't abandoning physical games media. In fact, they're supportive of physical media and aren't looking at dropping them as a strategy. We are supportive of physical media, but we don't have a need to drive that disproportionate to customer demand, Spencer said. We ship games physically and, of course, digitally, and we're really just following what the customers are doing. And I think our job in running Xbox is to deliver on the things that a majority of the customers want. And right now, a majority of our customers are buying games digitally. And this is definitely true. But at the same time, it's not like we're talking about 95% of video game sales being digital only. And I know some people have also pointed to stores stopping carrying physical media as evidence that games are, not going to be sold physically anymore. But if you start looking for articles talking about physical media, the reason why companies are pulling them is, yes, it's gone down to only 30% of total sales, and 75% of those are sold on Amazon, and it's why stores aren't keeping them. It's like books, right? Barnes and Nobles doesn't carry half of the books you want, but 90% of the books you want can be found on Amazon. Eventually, yes, we are going to deal with an all-digital future, but that's definitely not right now, and Phil Spencer, I think, understands that. Games have gotten so big. I know even people that want physical copies and love them like me have to realize, a lot of the times the complete game doesn't even fit on the disc, and if a system is using an optical drive and a game can't fit on a disc, they should still include the entire game by putting 2 discs in the case, but then it ends up being extra manufacturing costs, and of course companies don't want to deal with that. So let's say 30 gigs end up on the disc and the rest ends up downloaded. I don't like that, even if there are patches, but as much of the game in the best state it can be and should be put on the discs, even if that means they need to use more than one disc, and that really isn't the direction that companies want to go in. The optical media we use, these Blu-ray discs, do have their limitations. You can have physical media that's bigger. You'd have to go to a cartridge-based system because you can have, ones that are 512 gigs or even a terabyte, but they just don't do that. They choose to stay with optical media, and I don't see them changing from that. I think the next step for Sony and Microsoft is optical to digital, but it could be the only way to keep up, with the pace with the size of the games. I mean, that is a major issue as games are absolutely massive now. And of course, when companies, don't even want to pay to manufacture one disc in one physical copy, let alone having to do 2 discs or, God forbid, 3 discs. Companies definitely are looking at that going, that's not the direction we want to go in. But of course, it's awesome to see Phil Spencer come out and say, they are still very supportive of physical media. They are not abandoning it anytime soon. And that is really good to see because there's many gamers like me, I'm sure a lot of you, who do still want to purchase physical. Obviously, we are headed towards an all-digital future. It is inevitable, but that being years and years and years away is what we're looking at right now. And the more physical games we purchase, the more time we actually have with physical game media. And that's why I still purchase physical media, because I want to try my best to help extend physical media's life as much as possible. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and of course if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.